Hello.
Oh, my shirt.
We got some Predator action.
Oh no. That song is Raw by Tiasu.
Yeah,
It's a good
there
song.
you go.
Should I change shirts?
I think it's fine.
Or we just
It's fine.
go with active
it's
camo.
ethereal.
Okay.
It's Justin literally died of embarrassment when he saw his shirt was see-through. And now he's turned into a ghost, which coincidentally is still see-through, so.
Yep.
Okay. We've got a neatly modern Lothai.
Yeah.
This deck looks pretty good. The decks tonight all seem kind of interesting.
No, yeah, there's only one deck that has logos. The 3-0 deck is not that one, interestingly.
Yeah.
They all have Unfathomable, so we'll see how that goes.
Count of Sky. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna
made out of actual clouds. It was a
one
star. Hey, thanks for the raid.
Welcome.
I was actually telling Justin that I was hoping that round 2 would help differentiate some of these decks for me, because I felt like there was a I didn't get this. I didn't get like the identity of decks in round 1. So
Stormstrong, 32 months.
Jeezy Pete's.
That's so long.
And then 1 star right behind him with 25 months.
Awesome. Thank you all so much.
So yeah, it's quite a bit of support for the stream there.
Amazing.
Yeah, so appreciate that, both of you.
Very pog.
1 star was streaming ABR stuff earlier, so
yeah, these are my favorite sleeves.
the
Pink diamonds.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, these are great. And they shuffle so nice. Yeah, this was a Dino's house. This is like Saurian Shadows Unfathomable, which is kind of strange. It does have a Trojan Sauropod. Huh. Does it have... It doesn't have Hornswoggle.
But it has like a ton of board wipes. So the Sauropod, you've got Maelstrom too. Like there's a lot of stuff where the Sauropod is like...
Yeah, but you give them the Sauropod.
Yeah.
And then they put your creatures into play.
Oh yeah.
They just get some amber.
Yeah, JK.
Oh yeah.
Katanas. Yeah, they are awesome. I do like the katanas.
Okay. A 7.
Also 7.
10. Alright. I will... No, maybe not.
I'm gonna keep mine.
I'm gonna keep. This is actually questionable, but I have some potential with it,
Okay.
So I'll play gas pipes. Go ahead.
Okay, I am gonna play Curie, Guilt Spine, Seabringer Kakoa, and Volcamp. And it's your turn. I'll draw 3.
Alright, I'll say Saurian. I will play Reach Advantage to take the Tide. I will play Undignathus. I will swallow whole the Volcanth. Just gonna eat that whole Volcanth. Make Undignathus very big. I'm done.
I am going to say Unfathomable. I'm going to play Echo Pearl and Frigorific Rod. Curie Guiltspine's going to Reap, and then Seabringer Kakoa. I think we'll just kill Gas Pipes there. There's no sense in letting you control some of my Amber with Gas Pipes. And I'll draw 2. Go ahead.
I'll say Shadows. Play Whisper. Play Hand Cannon on Undignathus. I'm done.
Alright, I am going to say Untamed. I'm going to play Gabuk and I am going to Ambermancy your your +1/+1 counters off of the Undagnathus. This card is sick.
Yeah.
The Ambermancy, that card is awesome. Okay, now do I Echo Pearl Whisper? I don't think so. I don't think it matters. And it's your turn. I'll draw two. Say check with 7.
Okay, I'll say Unfathomable. I'll Rakuzel's Chant to exhaust everything, and I'll sleep with the fishes. Kill everything.
Okay, so
Exhausted.
I raise the tide.
I'll take the tide. I will discard Maelstrom. I'll play Sleep with the Fishes, and I'll play Spark Fist.
Okay.
Your turn.
Alright, so I will Forge.
How different AOE would have been. Oh, well, I think there was a lot of random power counters. They just didn't matter at all.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think you could toss in a few other things in it. It would have felt so much better. I mean, it gives you the burst. That the problem with AOA Untamed was that it didn't have any Amber control at all.
Yeah. Well, you had Grove Keeper, and you had Bumblebird, and then there was, I want to say there was one other card that I can't think of right now. Was Growth Surge printed in that set for the first time?
I don't think so, but was the one that gives +1/+1 counters to all your creatures. Growth Surge, I think, came out in Mass Mutation.
Yeah, the common creatures in Untamed are just so bad. It's incredible that Rustgnawer and Tintadlin got better in Worlds Collide than they were in AOA.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, don't ask me how they got better, but they were like way more useful in that set. So, all right, I am going to say Mass Mutation. Okay, it was in Mass Mutation. I am going to play United Action. I'll play Kirker. I'll play Rust Miser. That's why I called Rustgnawer Rust Miser a second ago. I had that in my hand. I will play Ambervac on Kirker, I guess. And then I am going to zap for 2 the Spark Fist. And it is your turn. I will draw.
Alright, I'll say Saurian. I'll play Consul Primus. I'll play ISS Indominus, and I'll play Reach Advantage to take the tide. Your turn. Check with 6.
Alright, I am going to say Untamed. I will play Flumph. I will play Washed Away, which will raise the tide for me. It would destroy all artifacts. I am going to play Genetic Drift. I'm going to choose Kirker. I'm getting another +1/+1 counter. But I'm just going to Ambermancy those away.
The double Ambermancy.
Oh, yeah.
The burst is crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Good lord.
If I had hit the Undagnathus after you used the Swallow Hole with both of them, just imagine.
Yeah.
Just imagine. Echo Pearl. That can only do 1 to everything. Okay, so I don't think I used Echo Pearl yet. I'll say check with... Oh, wait, do you have Borrow? Are you going to Hornswoggle me?
I don't have Borrow or Hornswoggle.
Okay.
Because that's what I was looking for after I looked at the Trojan Sauropod. This deck had that to follow it, which it does not.
Yeah, that would have been pretty good.
Alright, I'll Forge. Alright, I'll say Unfathomable. Play a Portal.
Yeah, there's been a lot of we haven't needed the tide for much this game, but there's been a lot of tide back and forth.
I'll chant to exhaust everything.
Okay.
I'll sink or swim to get a hand card from your hand.
Okay. Hawkins. I positioned my creatures badly.
Yeah, nice. Alright, I'm done.
Alright, I'll Forge. And I am going to say Unfathomable. I'll play this double enhance or this enhanced Echo Pearl, I will use Frigorific Rod to exhaust the Indominus, and then I'll Echo Pearl Consul Primus, and then hit him with the Call of the Void. And then I'll play the Chosen One. And it is your turn. I will draw.
Say Saurian. I will ostracize the Chosen One.
Okay.
The Lapisaurus, Paraguardian, discard Sauropod.
You didn't want to give me 3 amber?
I just straight up lose to 3 amber, so pretty sure.
Alright, I am going to say Star Alliance. I'm going to Grand Alliance Council. I will choose my 3. I will choose your Lapisaurus. I am going to Techno Babble and stun the Lapisaurus. And then I'll play some Star Alliance idiots.
The creature control there is crazy.
And then I'll
it feels crazy at least.
Reap with Kirker.
Okay.
And I'll say check with 6. And then draw 5.
Alright. Say Shadows. Play Widespread Corruption. Play Monty Bank. Play Looter Pillage to steal 1. I'll play Hard Simpson. I'm done.
Say something else about this deck. It hates artifacts.
Yeah.
This deck straight up hates artifacts. Alright, I am going to play Ritual of Balance. I am going to play All Tied Up to raise the tide. I am going to Mollymock Widespread Corruption. I am going to Echo Pearl Monty Bank. So destroy, exhaust, stun, and enrage Monty Bank. Flumph will reap. Monty Bank Widespread Corruption is interesting.
Somewhat. I mean, you can't. Like I could. It's like the only creature out. Then
right. But still, it's one of those where it's like, if you've got Saurian, you could end up transferring.
Yeah, like the Consul Primus can do it. Yeah.
Okay. And then Reap or Sow. I choose Rust Miser, and that'll exhaust your Indominus. Okay, it's your turn. I'll say check with 8. I will draw 4.
Alright, say Shadows. I will ransack. Steal 1. Steal 1. Looter Pillage and capture 3. Play Jackie Tar. I'm done. I guess I can reap with her. Fight something.
You don't want to fight right now.
No. I'm done. This game is over. AF. If Monty Bank had survived, I'd reach maker.
Because you could Looter Pillage.
Because I'd look at a Looter Pillage. And this deck does have 2 Looter Pillages to go with the Monty Bank.
Yeah,
so
yeah. You can play him. You could play him in such a way where it doesn't matter. Like you're not giving your opponent 2 amber, right? But you got a pretty big chance of stealing 3. Okay, I am going to say.
No, you have the tide.
Yeah. Yes. From Tied Up. Okay. I am going to say Unfathomable. I am going to Portal. So this will go to my archives. I am going to Bubbles. Hard Simpson. Did I continue? I'll read with Rust Miser.
It's all good.
I'll figure out. Okay.
Nah, too much amber.
This deck has got like everything.
It is pumped.
This deck is like.
Yeah.
Was this the 3-0 deck?
It is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can see why. I can see it. Every card in this deck feels so much more powerful than like some of the decks that we've played in the past. It's just, every card is impactful. Like you're yeah.
Okay, game 2. With a quickness. You're on the Prince. The Patron, I mean. Okay. And I'm on Fancifully Ephemeral Talon.
It has like that deck also has like a million ways to get the tide.
Yeah.
Like I never felt like I needed the chains. And that honestly might be the hallmark of a great DT deck, one that doesn't need the Tide to do its business.
I really didn't have trouble getting the Tide when I needed it either. I think that just might be the hallmark of decks that have advanced at this point.
It's true.
The good ones that use the Tide probably don't have to take chains much to get it.
So, I didn't feel like I needed to take the Tide, but I just kept taking it anyway. Like, I was just taking it and sitting it on it, so. Yeah, a 187 deck. I Necrotal or Mana War everything. I
gotta tell y'all, I'm enjoying the D&D set. I actually think like it's pretty well designed. As a limited set, it is pretty well designed as a limited set. I can't speak for its impact on Magic as a whole, but I played a lot of Magic Arena with it yesterday.
That's cool.
So,
all right, I was a click away.
It's the Magic sets I really hate in limited are ones where both players' board states end up being like a bunch of creatures they can't attack with because their like powers are lower than the toughness on both sides. You can't really trade anything away, and the person that wins that just has like a flyer that's once a turn.
You attack for 2 a turn.
That makes me hate Magic, and like I feel like that's how a lot of the last several sets I played were in limited. Whichever set the enchantments were big in that came out like last year at some point.
Theros was a Theros set.
It might have maybe. It was very enchantment focused, but like I played limited a few times and I was like, all these board states are awful and you can't be aggressive. But in the D&D set, there's a lot of like 3/2s and big power green creatures are like 7/6, and you can do some fun stuff. So there's a very aggressive 3/1 for 2 in red that if you attack with 6 total power worth of creatures against first strikes, like that's a really solid aggressive 2-drop.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of removal. It's just got all the hallmarks of a good limited set. It's got a lot of very versatile removal.
The best limited set of all time, Rise of Eldrazi.
Rise of Eldrazi was good.
I don't think I've ever played as much limited on Moto as I did for Rise of Eldrazi.
Yeah, and there's a treasure token theme in the set, so like you can splash other colors with treasure token, you can ramp with treasure tokens.
That's great.
And the way they're used is pretty cool. Who won that?
You did.
All right. I'll keep. Good. Play the Badge Magus.
Okay. I am going to take 3 chains to raise the tide. And play Chelonia. And Chelonia. And Witch of the Dawn. And Gabuk.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna go ahead and play the Stampede to threaten. I think the chances of me stealing, so I have 4, but you've got Badge Magus, so you could like play 2 Sanctum guys, then fight, and so plus this just lets me threaten immediately. So
the world first Stampede. Spoiler: it would not have hit. All right, I'll say Sanctum. I'll Hammergram a Chelonia. Play Zalvador. I'll fight Chelonia. I'll play Bring Low. Your turn.
Capture all but 5.
Yes. So I capture 1.
Yeah. Alright. I am going to say Sanctum. I'm going to play Orb of Wonder. Okay. I'm not getting the Hornswoggled.
No.
I am going to Strange Ordination. And I'll also go ahead and run out this Seneschal. Even if you capture 2 using Seneschal, then I'll still forward, so all 3. Go ahead.
I'll say Logos. Little final analysis.
Okay.
So Gabuk happens, I guess.
Yeah, so Gabuk first. It's a Tentaclid.
Right.
And then I draw 3.
I'm gonna discard this Mechabooey. I'm gonna play Sweven, Armadrone. They got exploded. I will phase shift.
Yeah, so I thought the chances of, so not only would it be that I think it's unlikely that I get to use 3 creatures, if Justin answers my creatures, I don't have any amber to actually steal with the Stampede anyway, right?
Yeah.
Because he's going to end up using Badge Magus whenever he plays. So there just won't be any amber to steal. Okay. So I forge. I am going to say Unfathomable. I am gonna discard this Maelstrom. I'll discard the Maelstrom. I will Thunder Toe the Sweven and Armadrone. No, and my Tentaclo.
Oh, it's still exhausted, yeah.
Yeah. I am Orb of sit. I think I can wait one more turn. I'll play 2 hard silence. Though I think Orb of Wonder for Omnipus is pretty good here. I just put a bunch more stuff on the table. Yeah. Orb of Wonder.
You're not wrong.
Omnipus is the bottom card of the deck.
Yep.
Play Omnipus. So I'll shuffle this.
Yeah.
I'm already like a chunk into the deck, so I think the chances of hitting a tentacle are fine. 6, 7, 8. Nope. Yeah, well. Boo. Boo. But I did discard like 6 creatures, which I consider a win on DT. That's 6 creatures. I don't have to play.
Alright, I'll say Unfathomable. I'll play Flash Freeze.
Okay, so every time you play a card, you get to exhaust something, right?
Yeah, I will play Seabringer and exhaust Omnipus. I'm going to play Call of the Void, capture 1, and destroy the Omnipus.
Boo!
And then I can exhaust a Sign-In. Play Fuguru and exhaust Sign-In. I'll discard Voice of Refusal so you don't just get free armor. Alright, your turn. Oh, I get another exhaust, yeah. So, oh, no, I don't. No, I don't.
No, you discard.
I discard the voice, yeah.
Okay, I am gonna say Sanctum. I'll play General Salvador. I'll Taxing Journey in my Tentaclid. So, these 3 will capture. And then I'll play this Doorstep with a capture icon on it. And it is your turn. I will draw 4. I was supposed to draw less. These are in my hand. Fuguru.
I'll say Logos. I'll fight the Tentacle. Kill one. I'm gonna dump 2 static charges on the guy. I'm done.
These fish are just frying. Okay. General Salvador at this point now kills everything in the deck. I am just going to take a Sanctum turn. I'll crash Salvador into the Seabringer. And then I'm gonna Mighty Lance the Fuguru and the Seabringer. You can have it, dude. I want to be able to play creatures that will do things. Alright, your turn.
Say Sanctum. I'm gonna fight the Sign-In.
Okay.
I'm gonna play Badge Magus, play Orion.
Does that have 3 Badge Magus?
Yes. I'll play Strange Ordination. I will shifting battlefield. Extra 1 on the badge. Your turn.
Okay, I am gonna say infallible. Tentaclid. Photic Raider, I'll capture 2. Tamwa, Tentaclid. And it is your turn. I'll draw these 4.
Say Sanctum. Play Strange Ordination. Play Larry of the Lake. Actually, I play Staunch Knight, then Larry of the Lake. Or Reap with Orion. I'll gain 3.
This game turned around dramatically.
Yeah. I'll fight a tentacle. Be ready and fight a tentacle. Steal 1. To fight a Photic Raider. Okay. I'm done. Check with a million.
I am gonna say Untamed. I'll play Way of the Pixie on Tamwa. I'll play Meliobi. I'll Keyfrog. I'll Beach Day the Orion back to your hand. I'll shuffle and draw 4. It's your turn.
I'll just say Sanctum. I'll reap. Fight the Tentaclid. That one. To fight the Keyfrog. Fight the Tamwa. I'll finish off the top. Play Orion.
Loose.
Okay.
This deck does not control Ember that well.
Also, I don't know why I cut off the Staunch Knight, but it's whatever.
I needed the doorstep. I think this deck's major Amber control is just the doorstep.
Just the doorstep with the capture icon on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, that game turned around.
Yeah. Hardcore. Very, very
like,
fast.
I got completely pantsed. I think it's because I gave you the tide. Because the
Yeah.
if you had to take the chains, then I think it would have been different.
I mean, well, yeah, I guess so, because I drew into some more Sanctum stuff. You're on Fanciful.
I felt like I got completely pantsed there.
Too many badgy boys.
I'd like to point out my complete lack of tilt after that game. Because Justin started to win the game.
And it was over.
He just won.
Yeah.
The game was just over. It's a great feeling compared to a lot of these Dark Tiny games that just linger on and on and on. The game just ended. I guess you had a good answer for the Omnipus anyway, but I still think going for the Omnipus there was fine.
I'm wondering if you should have Maelstrommed since you did get the Omnipus that turn, because you could have Maelstrom my 2 creatures, and all you had was a Tentaclid.
Maybe. You
would have changed more, but
yeah,
I think I only had 2 creatures in play. It was like the drone and the Badge Magus, maybe.
Yeah, I didn't really want the drone hanging around because it was going to be such like a low priority target,
yeah.
And you did steal a decent amount of Amber with it. But I don't think I lost the game. I don't think I lost the game to just those 2 creatures sticking around. Right. It was a combination of other factors. The Strange Ordinations basically went completely unanswered, so that was a key by themselves. I didn't have an answer for Uriah. I mean, like there were a lot of things I didn't have answers for, so I you are first. So I mean, I don't have answers. I will lose to them, right?
So we played through Aeon's End Legacy this weekend.
Yeah.
Since the last time you saw us, we played through the majority of the game.
Yeah, we did not play the spoiler mission. I'll call it the spoiler mission if you want to remain pure. There's a spoiler that happens in the game. So we didn't play the spoiler. And we're not going to turn this into a bash on Aeon's End Legacy, because I thought the legacy elements in the game were really, really cool. You're like, you get a player mat, and you're like upgrading the mat, and you get to name your abilities, and you get to you get stickers for like the items that you get upgraded in the game. So like my character had like a sword, and so I get like a sticker that goes over the sword to make it look cooler and stuff like that. So,
that was cool.
I thought those were like, it was really, really neat. The problem is I just don't like Aeon's Legacy, the game. Aeon's End. We don't like Aeon's End, the game. That ultimately colored our perception of Aeon's End Legacy, because there's a lot of like mechanics in Aeon's End where I'm just kind of like. So
I know it's a well-loved game, so we're not trying to start any wars.
Red Rising.
I've heard a lot of good things about Red Rising. Yeah, I was thinking about getting it, but I have bought so many games that we haven't played yet.
Yeah,
so.
we gotta work. Our next up is probably Ruins of Arnak.
Yeah, we really want to play Ruins of Arnak.
All right, my turn.
Yeah.
I am. Okay, so I'm. The
only thing holding me back from Red Rising was I don't know anything about the theme. Like I don't know anything about the book series or something it's based on.
Is that a sci-fi set?
I think so. I don't know anything about it. So
is it a trilogy?
That's why I'm wondering
maybe I'm thinking of
if you need to know that before playing it, or if you can just play. Okay, cool. That's good. That's good to know.
My old school sci-fi book knowledge is like buried. It's not repressed. It's just I haven't used it in forever. Back in like middle school, I had a subscription to the sci-fi book club. So I ended up buying some number of books a year. So there were like a lot of titles and classic stuff that I like knew.
Dystopian sci-fi where sight is cast system by color.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like a YA book, but okay.
I think it is. Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
So I didn't realize that YA phenomenon that started like 10, 12 years ago was like all spurned by like this. It's like all from the same source. Basically, I need to go look into it again. But it was one of those where I like learned that it was like a manufactured.
Is there a young adult conspiracy happening?
It was like a manufactured craze.
And stuff?
Yeah, somebody basically said like, "Give me a YA novel, and I'll give you a bestseller," kind of thing. And so they, because first off, the New York Times bestseller list doesn't actually reflect in the best-selling books, right? It's like reflected by like some other metric. So.
It's like Nielsen ratings; they don't actually reflect viewership.
Yeah, yeah. Nielsen ratings represent an amount of viewership, but it doesn't. For the longest time, I don't know if they finally got around to it, but Nielsen ratings didn't take into fact like downloads,
no, it
streaming,
and
stuff
does
like
not.
that, right?
No.
So Nielsen stuff doesn't do that anymore.
No.
So, okay. Anyway, I am going to discard the Strange Ordination. I feel like that's conceding. I'll play Larry the Lake, and I'll hammergram the Lucanth. And it is your turn.
I'll say Starlance.
But yeah, that
play Kirker, play Driscoll, play Translator.
That's why you had this
Play Zap.
for 3. Dead.
Your turn.
That's why you had Hunger Games, Twilight, and all the those were like probably the 2 big names. But you had the movie franchises that all failed after it, like Maze Runner, Divergent. There was like this whole slew of stuff, and it was basically just manufacturing. Okay, I am going to say Unfathomable. I am going to Thundertoe, Driscoll, and Kirker. I will play Fuguru, Tomwa of the Glow, and Voice of Rakuzel. It's your turn. I will draw.
I'll say Starlance. I'll play United Action. I will.
If you zap me again.
I don't have a zap. I'll play a Rust.
Written in the Denver airport.
Miser. I'll play Curie Guilt Spine. The Capture. I'll play the Chosen One. I will play Hawkins. And I'm done.
One unfathomable card. Make sure you draw to one less. Why? Okay, so like of all the 9 powered creatures that have annoying abilities in the game, why doesn't the Chosen One do less than 9 damage when you fight
right?
it?
He's a rare too.
Yeah. I think I am priced into stupid unfathomable here. I'll portal to raise the tide. And then I will portal again. Always better when drawn in multiples, so that'll go to the archives. Reap with Tomwa. I don't get to use Tomwa on the following turn, but I don't think I want a situation. So I'm going to Reap with Tomwa, and I'm actually going to choose Dr. Driscoll here, so you can't upset the exhaust it, and I'll draw one. I'll play this other Tomwa. Voice of Recusal. I don't have a. I guess it'll fight the Rust Miser. And take 3. And Fugaru will fight the Chosen One. I hate giving up the Fugaru there, but I don't really want you to. This Tom 1 is not ready. Okay, and it is your turn to draw 2. I don't really want you to keep my board tapped forever, so I think I could trade.
Okay, I'll say I'll play a Rod, play Portal to raise the tide. 1 stun. Guilt Spine will fight the Tomwa. Do I get to live?
Yes, because your creatures are +1 power and +1 armor.
Very cool. Alright, I'm done.
Okay, I am going to say Logos. I'm going to phase shift. I'll play Captain Creasage. I'll play P.I. Sweven. And then I am going to phase shift in Badge Magus. I'll capture onto Captain Creasage. And turn we'll draw 4.
I'll say Unfathomable.
Say anything else.
I'm gonna Reap with the Lucanth. I will exhaust. Let's do there.
Captain does not have taunt.
Let's exhaust the 3.
Yeah.
Guilt Spine. He's gonna smash into Sweven.
Okay.
I guess I don't die.
Nah, you just die if the tide is erased.
I'll play the Skiffus. Yeah. Then I'll exhaust the Presage.
Okay.
I'll say check with 6. Your turn. Yeah, Captain Presage is not there. He's not quite there. He literally has a blank text box all the time.
Yeah,
I don't know why it exists like that. Is the Evil Twin version is really cool.
Yeah,
it removes the keywords, which is really.
I think the Evil Twin one should be the regular one.
Yeah.
And then this one shouldn't exist.
Yeah. Right.
So. Yeah. Right. Exactly. Okay. I am going to say. I'm going to say Logos. I'm going to put Static Charge on Hawkins. I'll Theory, Conjecture, and Archive the top 2. I was like tempted to just play it. Okay, it's your turn. I will draw 2.
Okay. So this dies.
Right.
This takes 1. Forge. think I Star Alliance. I'm gonna fight Tomwa. Use Velucanth to reap. Exhaust. Driscoll. It's gonna heal Velucanth to gain 2. Hawkins. Will reap. Play Mutagenesis Researcher. Your turn.
Put my archives in my hand and say Sanctum. I am going to play Salvador, Badge Magus, Brian, shifting battlefield onto this Badge Magus. I guess Salvador. So that makes no sense. I'll take 3 chains to raise the tide. I'm sure I'm just setting myself up for you to just immediately take it, but I'll Strange Ordination because at least this way I threat. And it is your turn. That was my Ember. Okay. So this should be over there. This should be here.
Okay.
Drop a chain and draw. Say check with 8.
Okay, so this takes 2.
What?
So I have this hand full of untamed things.
He does have a 3rd house in that deck.
Yeah.
You've literally like bounced between the unfathomable and the Star Alliance. Yeah. I was wondering when I was gonna catch a break this game. I didn't. He said that he had a handful of untamed things. I forgot that Untamed was in that deck. I didn't even realize it. I was just like, he's just gonna keep playing Star Alliance and Unfathomable for the rest of the game. I'm gonna lose.
I think I have to take a Star Alliance turn,
so that you don't immediately. Because this deck will.
I don't want to just lose. Urian.
Yeah, because I was supposed to say this deck turned around real quick last game.
And I don't want that to happen. So I might have to take the ties. Stupid thing. So. Star Alliance, I'll take 3 chains.
Yep.
I will heal. This Kirker. Gain 2. I'll fight Urian. Use Velucanth to reap. And exhaust there. Actually, I can fight this first.
You lose all the bonuses for the rest of this turn. If you were going to do
That's
anything.
fine.
Okay.
That would. Oh, you're right. I would have to do that differently. I think I can just let that live then. And I'll just reap twice. Alright, I'm done.
Okay, I will forge. Today is the day we declare independence from Velucanth. I am going to say Unfathomable. I'm going to play Flash Freeze. I'm going to play Portal to take the tide back. And I'm going to exhaust Velucanth. And then I'm going to play Tawiki Kraken. It explodes, but it counts as me playing it, so I'm going to exhaust Kirker. It is your turn. I actually don't have to exhaust the Velucanth because it'll die. I'll exhaust Driscoll.
Okay.
and that'll stay there. So Kirker and Driscoll, and it's your turn. I'll drop a chain and draw 3. Okay, are you on your second key? Or was that your first key?
That's my second key.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I'll say Starlance. I'm sorry, I'll say Untamed. Play Ritual. Play Gabuk. Play All Tied Up. Is tied. Play Ambermancy.
Oh, +1/+1 counters here.
But we had the Pixie on Hawkins. I'm done. Yeah, Ambermancy didn't hit natural 3 like it did for you every time?
I only hit 2 the second time.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I am going to say this Logos has no Amber control, which is a crying shame, because I sure would love the file analysis right here.
Mm-hmm.
But if I do that, then
I just leave it,
yeah. So I guess I'm gonna say I'll say Logos. I'll put a static charge in the mutagenesis researcher. I'll play science and discard file analysis, and then Captain Creasage. You're like priced back into Untamed for the ritual. I guess I'll reap with Captain Creasage to go to 6, and it's your turn. I'll drop a chain and draw 3.
Alright.
Okay. Static charges, plural.
So, boom. Dead.
She's not dead because of the voice of
Oh, shit. Okay.
I guess I have to... Whatever. I think I lost this game a long time ago.
I'll say Unfathomable. I'll play Echo Pearl. I will exhaust the General. I'll play Call the Void. Blow it up and do a damage to... I'm done. Check with 8.
Alright, I am going to say Sanctum. Gonna play Staunch Knight. Going to play Badge Magus. I am going to Bring Glow onto the Staunch Knight. I am going to take 3 chains to take the tide. Driscoll will die. This Badge Magus will fight Captain Kirker and will die. Sorry, Lieutenant Kirker. This Badge Magus will fight Hawkins. And so I'll ready this Badge Magus so that it can fight Mutagenesis Researcher. And do I interrupt this Badge Magus's fighting to fight with his Captain Creasage now? Sorry, this Badge Magus is fighting to fight with this Creasage?
Yes.
Okay. So, Captain Creasage. So this is we've got a floating fight with Voice of Recusal.
Yeah.
We've got a floating fight with this Badge Magus. So Captain Creasage will kill the Gabuk. Nope. Oh, that's that. Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'll ready and there's nothing to fight. I'll ready and there's nothing to fight. Okay. I am going to reap with the Badge Magus. Okay. It is your turn. I will say check with 8s. I will drop a chain and draw 3.
Alright, I'll say Untamed. I'll play Ambermancy. Play Washed Away and take the Tide. Seal one with the Ritual. Mollymock. Echo Pearl. Your turn.
My Forge.
Yeah.
And then I think I'll lose. I do have Amber Control, it turns out. There's an Armor Drone with the capture icon. I don't have a way to exhaust the Mollymock. Because I need to play this Call of the Void. Because I could phase shift, Armor Drone, capture, Call of the Void, capture, kill the Mollymock. But I don't have a way to exhaust. To keep the game going. I felt like that game was kind of close.
It was.
It was like closer than it looked. I was like, if I had ever, oh, I see. The two phase shifts were in the bottom. So the deck was a lot less. And the game was lost by the time I drew the final analysis, so that I couldn't wipe the board. Right. I did eventually wipe the board, but the final, all my phase shifts were at the bottom of the deck. How good would that have been? On all those Logos turns. Especially the Logos turn with the science. Imagine I played like 4 events in that turn.
It was a good game though.
Yeah, it was good.
I got caught so clogged up by the middle of the game because of how many turns I was taking in a row of just activating stuff. That's the danger of doing that.
Well, yeah, I was like, in my head, I was like, surely you'll move on to other things.
It was like you kept playing stuff I had to answer. Like I can't let Ryan sit on the table with that deck. And then, but my Untamed stuff just wasn't interacting with the board at all. So
this deck has Beach Day though, right?
I think so.
Crazy. No, that was the other
it doesn't?
That was the other one.
This one.
Wretch Gang. Wretch Gang. Okay. We're blazing through the games tonight.
Yeah. These are good games. I'm enjoying them a lot.
There's a lot of interaction.
Interaction is key.
Top 50% of, I guess I should say 48%. Top 48% of DT decks. Way more fun. Infinitely more fun than the bottom percent of DT decks. I just, like, in my head, I don't know how those bottom percentage decks ever win.
Yeah, no, just
like it's a completely different class of deck, right? We have a caste system enforced for Dark Tidings to go back to Red Rising.
Storm, is Red Rising a co-op game? Draw 6 creatures in one house and reap a bunch of turns. Yeah, that's reasonable. Yeah. Stop making me want to buy more board games. I bought so many. Because I still want to play Dwellings more, and I want to play Dune more, but we gotta play Ruins, we gotta play Legacies.
10 years ago, Dwellings was...
Or Destinies.
5 more. Dwellings would have been a game...
Oh my god, we would have played the F out of that game, dude.
We would have played every possible permutation of the game by this point.
We would be experts at Dwellings. It would be some 1,000 IQ games going on. A 10. Like, Alright. Dissect him. Almighty Lance. Play Doorstep. Play Alms Master. There goes my Amber Control. So, yep.
Alright, I'll play Undagnathus, and I'll play Faust. I'll capture onto the Undagnathus with its capture icon, and then I will reach advantage time. And it is your turn. I will draw.
Play play Unfathomable. Play Tomwa, play Tentaclid. Play Fodder Crater. Your turn.
Okay, I'll say Unfathomable. I'll discard this Maelstrom. Could regret that. I'll Portal an archive. I think I like the art. I'll Abandon Ship. So return creature to its owner's hand. If the tie is high, return 4 creatures to their owner's hands. And then I'll play Hard Sign-In.
This is not ideal.
And it's your turn. I'll draw 4.
Okay, Unfathomable.
Hard Sign-In. Hard Sign-In, I mean, the Hard Sign-In is not. It's like a. It's one of those work. This honestly, a Hard Sign-In feels like a creature from Coda.
Maelstrom Surge.
So do not untap.
The art is fire. It is awesome art.
Okay, so my turn. I am going to put my archives in my hand and say Unfathomable.
I think this set has my favorite art of any of the sets by far.
I'm going to play 2 portals.
Oh, good.
I'll play Hookmaster. I'll Reap with the Hard Sign-In. And then I'll Rekuzel's Chant to exhaust everything, which just hilariously ends up making it so that I can't use my Star-Hands on the turn.
Oh, yeah.
And it's your turn.
Okay. Oh. Now's as good a time as ever. I'll say Untamed. Play Chelonia, I'll take 3 chains. I'll play Chelonia. I don't have a super turn like you did. I'll play Witch of the Dawn. I don't think I have a creature to get. Your turn.
I am just gonna say Saurian, I guess. I'll play a Lapisaurus, and then I'll reach advantage to raise the tide. And then it's your turn. I'll call to you.
The Sanctum. I'll take 3 chains. I know that you're loaded up with portals and stuff, but I got 2 Chelonias on the table. And they got work to do, son. I'll play Alms Master. Game 2. I'll play Badge Magus. Game 2. I'll play General Salvador. Game 2. Now you see why that decision must be made. I mean, gaining 6 amber for 3 chains, I guess, is worth.
That's definitely worth.
Your turn.
Okay, I am going to put my archives into my hand and say Unfathomable. I am going to Portal. Raise the tide, and then I will Portal. And Archive Portal. And I will Sink or Swim. I'll exhaust a creature and each of its neighbors. Then I'm going to Sleep with the Fishies. Hookmaster is going to beat some amber out of Tentaclid. And then Hard Sign-In is going to beat up Tomwa for being a nerd. And then I will say check with 9, and it's your turn. I will draw 2.
Alright, I'll forge.
Yeah. Yeah, 4 power poison creature.
Say unfathomable. I'll fight something. Doesn't matter. I'll fight Faust. I'll play Maelstrom.
Yep. So that goes to you. These come to me.
Gonna be maximum chained at all times.
Come on, people.
I'll play Tentaculated Simon. Your turn.
Okay, Soulforge.
Ah.
Oh, right. I am gonna say Shadows. Ransack. I guess there weren't any Shadows cards there, but I'll play Whisper and Francis. I'll Cement Shoes the Hard Sign-In. And then I'll Loot or Pillage and steal 1. And it is your turn. I'll draw 5.
Good Ransack discard, yeah. Anything you discard there, he was happy with probably. So maybe Faust.
Yeah, I think Faust is really the only card I want to keep.
Yeah. I'll say Sanctum. I'll play Badge Magus, Salvador, Taxing Journey. Your turn.
Okay, I am gonna say Saurians. Play Undagnathus, Lapisaurus, Faust. I'll capture onto Frankie.
Keyforge.
Yeah, I'll play Paraguardian. And it's your turn.
Sanctum. Play Orb of Winter. Play Seneschal. Can't fight stuff very well, huh? I guess I can fight Whisper, and Sign-In can fight the Lapisaurus.
Okay.
We'll do that. And Salvador can fight...
You could use Salvador first, right?
No, I can reap with Salvador first. Or fight. He's gonna reap. I will fight Faust.
Okay.
He doesn't die.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
Amber tempo is Shadows here. If I am trying to close the game out, I say Shadows and I push for a bunch of Amber. Board tempo is like a toss-up between Unfallible and Saurians. I think Saurians gets the advantage because I have 2 Saurians on the table. And I can play the Saurian ship Ostracize. I think I say Shadows here because I think a good way for me to lose this game is for you to get the tentacle stuff going. And I think I just get like a net gain of stuff here. I also get out a Jackie Tar, which is like reap, destroy a creature. I'm gonna put Hand Cannon on Undagnathus. I don't think it matters where it goes, but I guess giving a 12 power creature skirmish is pretty good. Francis goes and fights Tentaclid, so we both gain 1. And then the Tentaclid dies. And then Whisper reaps. That lets me threaten. And I will say check with 6. Your turn, I will draw 2. The free tide, yeah. This deck gets to have the tide for free. I never had to look at chains this game for the tide.
I'll say unfathomable. I will. The omnibus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I think you had 2 tentacles already, though.
Yeah, was there only 2 tentacles in here?
No, there's 3.
Okay.
The deck's just bad at drawing them.
Yeah. Undertow. Lost Jackie. And Ignathus. I'll take the tide to capture 2.
Your tentacles. I guess you could Thundertow before you play the tentacles.
Yeah, I can Thunder 2 before all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm done. So, like I said, still haven't figured out ordering. Thundertow is such a troublesome card because you don't think it's gonna hurt your dudes, but it does.
Saurian. I actually think it's a toss-up between Shadows and Saurian here. So I'll ostracize the Sargasso. Play the Indominus. I'll play the Sauropod. And then Reap with the Paraguardian. And do nothing else. And it's your turn.
Yeah, you win. That's a W.
With the Trojan Sauropod.
Like I had no other
Amber control.
Yeah, I had no Amber control. Literally nothing.
That deck wishes it had 4 Orb of Wonders.
Yeah.
It's like it needs its cards at the exact time it needs it during a game, otherwise it's not gonna win.
It's not quite on the par of the other decks here, I think.
Yeah. What are the? Do we get to skip a game?
I don't think so.
So either. I think because I lost 2 in a row. I think if one of us wins 2 and then the other one wins 2, then there's a game skip.
Okay. That happened the other day. Yeah, you're right. Yep. But this
because we swap the decks for the second set.
Yeah.
So that we would have a deck that was 0-2 at that point. So.
Alright, you're on Santorium. I'm on Lithi.
Yeah.
Lithi.
I get complete pants there.
It's not updating. There we go. Okay. Yeah, Sanatorium is 0-2, so.
Maybe now's the time for the omnibus.
And then Rich Gang and Ephemeral will be playing for an N, the third game, which probably should be a good game.
Yeah. They're both kind of like momentum-based decks, right?
Yeah.
They need that full head of steam, and then they get generate a bunch. But
Lithi can generate while tapping down your board.
Yeah. Yeah. It's actually, if every pod we played of Dark Tidings was like this, I wouldn't have been mad at this set.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
These are some good games. Like the losses are fine. Like yeah. I can swallow these losses. Unlike the stupid just 6 games in a row of your opponent having 6 creatures on the table and using them again and again and again, right? So Eddie has returned, everybody.
Jeez. Who was first?
I don't even know.
Did we roll?
I don't think we roll. Eddie has returned. Eddie's back. You won the roll. Yeah, got a mulligan.
Me too.
Is that a Baru?
Looks like it. Seeing a panda.
Okay, so here's a homework assignment for everybody. Is there some sort of data tool that Keyforge needs? I am looking for a side project to work on. Actually, I should say it's going to be a main project. Well, I'm looking for something to work on, and I'm not trying to like reinvent Dex Keyforge or anything like that. F that noise. But I was thinking something along the lines of like Crucible tracker, but maybe like a win-loss tracker that you put your data into, where you can keep track of like houses and stuff like, or like win rate versus houses. Something that can try to extract more data than just a simple win-loss record would tell you. If that makes sense. So that is something I'm thinking about working on. I've been learning Django. So I've been wanting to, I want to like implement it into something. So if anybody can think of an app that stores, doesn't suck for making pairings. Yeah, that's not quite what I am looking to work on.
Just makes sense, but better.
Yeah, and I have no desire to try to reinvent SAS. I want something that it's gonna have to be like web page based, because that is where most of my expertise comes from. I was thinking something like Crucible Tracker. I know Crucible Tracker is open source now, but I was trying to like come up with a way to extract meaningful data from a large set of games, and then try to like. I would most likely open source it to the community anyway, since there's plenty of devs and whatnot. But my turn. I am going to say Untamed. I'll play Chelonia and Miliobi. I don't think it's worth it to take a change there. And it's your turn.
I'll say Starlines. I will United Action. I'm going to play Velucanth, Walmart, and Kirker, and Bubbles, the Chelonia.
Really glad I didn't change that. Alright, my turn?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Sanct. I'm gonna play Seneschal, and Badge Magus, and Bulwark, and Alms Master. Line it up. So yeah, that's part of the challenge, is that it's gonna have to be web based. That, because that's the skills that I want to work on. I desperately need to work on programming stuff, so I've spent some part of the last week learning Django.
I'll say Star Alliance. I will put a translator on Kirker. I will deploy Hawkins. I'm gonna reap with Volmart.
It's just so much better than this deck.
I'm gonna reap with Kirker. To reap with Velucanth. To toss those. Then I'm gonna Technobabble there. I'm done.
Going to say Untamed. I'm gonna play Chelonia and Keyforge. Give me the Obi. And it's your turn. I'll be amazed if I get to use a creature this game. Yeah.
I'll say
it's not even
Star Alliance. I'll reap with Hawkins. Forge.
Yeah. I suspect you'll be doing some amount of that this game.
I'll reap with Hawkins. I will reap with Volmart. I'm gonna Grand Alliance Council for Unfathomable Star Alliance. Sanctum. Named.
Raise the tide.
Raise the tide.
So, would you get to capture? I mean, I've generated 0 amber this game, but
I think so. Yes.
Yeah, because Sargasso isn't in the discard pile yet.
I will reap with Kirker. To reap with Velucanth and exhaust. Your turn.
I am going to say Unfathomable. I'm going to play Photic Raider. No, I'm not. I am going to Thundertoe. TTR ordering. Keyfrog dies. Ultra Gecko. Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
I am going to play Photic Raider now, and then Hard Sign. And I'll draw 3.
Stand. Play Gabuck. Play Lymph. Play Ambermancy. Play Washed Away. Goodbye, artifacts.
Yep, they're all gone.
Your turn.
We're doing pretty good. I think I saw on Twitter that you were playing Escape from Tarkov. Is that correct? I am going to say Untamed. I'll play Chelonia. I'll play Spore Gorger. I'll Beach Day the Velucanth.
First of all, how dare you?
Return. I'll draw. Go ahead.
Okay.
Did you play before this wipe? I watch some Escape from Tarkov streamers, but I do not play Tarkov. Tarkov looks like a game that would make me insane if I did play it. However, I don't mind watching other people play it because I do like it's a lot like watching PUBG in the mid game, if that makes sense, where everybody's got gear and you have an idea of where people are and you're trying to like cat and mouse each other, right? It's like a lot of tactical stuff. You already want to pull your hair out, yeah. So I like watching other people who are good at first-person shooters play that because there's a lot of strategy involved and like positioning and but I would go insane if I wanted to do all that stuff. So
I'm gonna say Star Alliance. I'll reap with Kirker. Slim's gonna fight Raider. I will play a Researcher, Amberback. I'm done.
Okay. I am going to say Sanctum. I'm going to unstun Badge Magus. I am going to Doorstep. This deck finally got to doorstep something. I am going to heal or harm. Spore Gorger into Lieutenant Kirker. I will take 3 chains to raise the tide. Strange Ordination. I will Taxing Journey. Attachments. I will say check with 7. It's your turn. Drop a chain and draw.
Okay. I'll say Untamed. I'll fight Chelonia. Ambermancy. These. I will Reap or so. Reap.
It's already more Amber than this deck can deal with.
Your turn.
I will forge. I got a key. I'm actually surprised I got this key. I'll be honest. Didn't think I was going to get this key. I thought I was going to continue to be outclassed. I am going to say Untamed. I'm going to play Witch of the Dawn. Get back Chelonia. I'll play Chelonia. I'll play Gibuk. And it's your turn. I'll drop a chain and draw 2.
Upward. Say Unfathomable. Play Blue Cans. Play Curie Guiltspine. Capture onto the Gibuk. Play Rustmeister. Play the Chosen One. Play Skiffus. Your turn.
I wish I had the Omnipus here. I have Maelstrom.
Yeah.
And I would Maelstrom the F out of this board, then play the Omnipus to mill this stuff to move on. Because I basically have to play the Maelstrom here. Alright, so I'm going to say Unfathomable. Any of these idiots I don't want to see in the future? I don't think so. I'll just Reap with Horrid Signin'. Then I'll Maelstrom.
It's a lot of creatures on top of my deck now. Eight creatures, okay.
It's the funny AE together.
Maelstrom.
Maelstrom. Maelstrom. And then 2 Tentaclids. Drop a chain and draw 3. Go ahead.
We'll play Echo Pearl.
This game.
Play Portal. Play Frigorific Rod. Yeah. That's all.
Dang.
Yeah.
What if the one that can't English? That's fair.
All right. 3-0-3-0. That is our first 6-0. Right there.
I mean, I think that deck showed why. That deck is just pure gas.
It's a lot of gas.
The it has artifacts and Unfathomable and Untamed, so that means your United Action can often be set up, right?
Yeah, the United Action is super good at that.
Yeah, because the deck has a lot of play effects, and so you're just like, okay, I'll just United Action and still get a bunch of bonuses. So,
and this is a qualifier game.
All right, Wretch Gang.
Who will be lost to obscurity?
Did you watch the Euro Cup there, Ultra Gecko?
That deck's been trashing all the other decks all night, to be fair.
Yeah. It's done a fair bit of trashing. Saw that the finals went to penalty kicks. I have an affinity for those the Euro Cup from when I was working at the bank. I got to watch like most of the Euro Cup because it comes on because it's like hey, at least they got that far. Normally they don't even make it that far. But when I was working at the bank, all the Euro games come on in like the afternoon because it's like nighttime in Europe. So it's, and they're like 5 and 6 hours ahead of us. So I got to watch all those games at the bank. And so because it's soccer, I don't have to pay like close attention to it because anything awesome happens, then I can like go watch it. So exactly, yeah, right.
If there's a soccer tournament, we should probably watch this in the conference room. Seven, 10, 11. Okay. Okay.
Miller.
Let me take a look at this guy real quick.
So this is to get in, right?
This is it. Jeez. Both these decks have 2 portals. This is me ripping the Tide away from each other at all times. Maybe that's the only reason sports are popular.
I didn't get to watch much of March Madness when I was working at the bank because it's smack in the middle of tax season. And I don't know if you know what it's like working at a bank during tax season, but let me tell you, it is the busiest time of the year. Tax season is when you make your bonus. I'll tell you that much. The busiest day I ever worked was a tax day. There was one point. I don't remember what happened. There was one point where one of my coworkers was mad at me. And after the day was done, she apologized. She was like, "Look, I'm sorry." I was like, "Nah, it's cool. I get it." It was just like, it was one of those days where you had people just as far as the eye. It's one of those times where thinking back on it, like during COVID, you're like, I can't believe there were like 20 people crammed into a single room kind of thing, right? So. I'll play Lapsource and I'll draw. Good.
Play Lucas. Play through your conjecture archive. Top 2.
The NBA finals still going? They're still going, right?
Play Sweven. I'm gonna play Phase Shift or actually I'll play Orange Run first. Then I'll Phase Shift Badge Magus. I'm gonna discard Mecha Buoy because I really don't want to fight over the Tide and Mecha Buoy the whole game. So
it's fair.
Your turn.
Alright, I am gonna say Shadows. I'm gonna play Monty Bank. I'll play Gas Pipes. I'll give Gas Pipes a hand cannon. And then I'll play Hard Simpson. And it's your turn. Yeah, Tampa Bay won, right? They didn't win in a sweep though. Right? I think the tweet that I saw was like the Canadians were celebrating because they didn't get swept. Something along those lines.
I'll say Sanctum. I'm gonna hammergram the Gas Pipes.
Okay.
Play Bring Low. Badge Magus will just reap. Alright, your turn.
Yeah, the NHL postseason's pretty good. I would say.
Oh yeah,
it's only slightly. I just don't go out of my way to watch it. Same thing with like basketball, right? Like, if I'm somewhere and it's happening, I'll watch it, but I don't go out of my way to watch them.
I just don't have cable, so no way to watch live sports really, besides random internet streams, and they just kind of suck a lot of the time.
All right, I am gonna say Unfathomable. I'm gonna play Sparkfist.
Or they did once upon a time.
And Hard Sign-In. Nope. Sorry, TTR ordering. I'm going to abandon ship and return PS7. I don't have the ties, so I'll get to return 4. I'll play Sleep with the Fishes. And then I'll play these tapped creatures that I don't want to explode to my Sleep with the Fishes. And I will draw.
Say Unfathomable. I'll pick up the archive. I will Thundertoe, Money Bank, and Sparkfist.
Okay.
Back here. Actually, I leave Sparkfist out. I'm gonna exhaust the Laphosaurus. I'll call the Void. And then I will Uguru, Tomla. I have voice for Kuzul, but I think I discard it. It was also a headache last game. Your turn.
Alright, I am going to say Shadows. I'm going to play Widespread Corruption. I'm going to loot or pillage and steal. And then Hard Simpson is going to fight. I don't know which one of these I want to kill. I want the Fuguru gone, but I also don't want this Talmudus hanging around. I guess I'm going to kill the Fuguru. The upside to killing the Tom was I get to steal one.
Yeah.
Alright, and I'll draw to you. Good. That deck doesn't quite tap that many creatures to get crazy with the Tom 1. If you had both Tom 1s out, it would be a debacle, but...
Let's say Logos.
Yep.
I'm going to fight Sparkfist. Let's deal one. I'm going to play Science. The final analysis.
Okay, so I'll draw 2.
Draw 3.
Some in-person Marvel Champions.
I'm play Phase Shift. I will.
He got the elite infos from our stream.
Play Swevin. Nope. I will play Portal off the. No. Yeah, that's fine. Against you.
You have the tide now.
You have the tide. I'm gonna discard this static charge. Put on my Swevin. I don't really want to hold it. Your turn.
Okay, against the Saurians, I'm gonna play Indominus. I'm gonna play Consul Primus and Paraguardian. I'm gonna discard the Trojan Sauropod, and then I will play Reach Advantage. And raise the tide.
Y'all should give the freaking Guardians campaign box a try and see how much you get destroyed by it.
Yeah.
If you do like us.
It was not pretty.
But according to Claymore, Star-Lord is insane. So
we haven't had, we've got we've got Gamora, Star-Lord, and who?
Drax. We haven't played Drax yet. Yeah. Alright, I'll say Logos. I'm gonna Phase Shift Portal. Raise Tide. I will Reap with Swevin. Draw 3. And done. Just like that.
Okay. I am going to say Saurian.
And Venom comes out this week? Oh, okay.
I am going to play Faust. I'll put... if you reaped, it had to go onto one of my creatures.
Sure.
Okay. Which one?
That's fine.
Console Primes?
Yep.
Okay. I will play Faust and capture. I will reap with Console Primus and move to Sweven.
He's still Drax on his other
that
side,
goes
his
there.
alter ego side. It's just like a cooling down Drax.
Paraguardian will kill PI Sweven. And then I will play Reach Advantage to raise the tide. So I'll swap the tide back, and I'll say check with 7 and draw 2.
Sanctum. Play Badge Magus. I'll play Staunch Knight, Badge Magus, Larry the Lake, Shifting Battlefield. That's it.
I will forge. I am going to say Saurian. I'm going to play Undagnathus. I am going to reap with Paraguardian. Oh, sorry, that goes on one of your creatures. I'll choose Larry the Lake. That'll let me ward after I exalt. I'm going to reap with Console Primus to put that on Larry the Lake. Move from Paraguardian to Lake. And then Faust is going to fight Larry the Lake. And then I will ostracize the Staunch Knight. Purged. And it is your turn. I will draw 2.
Oh, say Sanctum. I'll take 3 chains. I'm gonna fight Faust. I'll play these Strange Ordinations. Alright. I'm done.
Guess I'll say Shadows. I will Cement choose my Undagnathus. I'll play Francis. I'll loot or pillage and steal 1. That's like kind of tempting to capture 3, but it doesn't stop you. And it's your turn. I will draw 3. Effing Strange Ordination, man.
I'll forge. Imagine if you didn't have to have the Tide to play that card, and it was just an action that had 3 Amber Pips on it, and it was just like in the first set.
Yeah.
I'll say Unfathomable. I'll play Flash Freeze. I will play Tawiki Kraken and exhaust Francis, and then he explodes. Play Fuguru and exhaust Paraguardian. I'll play Tomwa and exhaust Console Primus. Sure.
Who has the Tide right now?
You do. No, I do. I took 3 chains.
Okay.
Unless you had taken it since then. I don't think you had.
Okay, I am going to say.
Oh, it was uncommon? Okay, yeah, fair enough.
I'm going to say Unfathomable. I'm going to discard Maelstrom. I am going to Portal to take the Tide. I am going to Recusals Chant to exhaust everything. I will play Hook Master, and then I'm going to Sink or Swim to discard a card in your hand. I think that card was blank. And it is your turn. I will draw 1 less because of Fuguru. So check with 7.
Play Salvador, play Ryan. Go ahead. I need to draw 2 more.
I forge.
Yep.
Everything is kind of problematic. I think I'm priced into Saurians. Definitely priced into Saurians. I'm gonna swallow whole. I actually think I have Consul Primus swallow Urian whole. He is purged. Consul Primus is the key to victory in this game, I think. Consul Primus is going to reap. I'll move from Paraguardian to the Fugaroo. And then Paraguardian will fight the Fugaroo. And Dagnauth's fight Tom. I don't think I can let card advantage engine just sit on the table. And I will draw 2. It's your turn.
Alright, say Logos. Play Captain. Play Phase Shift. Play Stag Charge. Play Bury the Lake. Your turn.
Let me count. Sorry. Okay. What have I not seen? Hand cannon? No, you killed hand cannon already. Seen all of those. Of course. Of course. It would be Sleep with the Fishes I haven't seen. Okay. I have to say Saurian then. Yeah. I have to say Saurian. I am going to... I have to say Saurian. Yeah, guess I gotta say Saurian. I am going to reap with Undagnathus. Reap with Paraguardian. I will exalt to ward. I'm gonna play Faust, and then I'm gonna reap with Consul Primus. There. And it is your turn. I'll draw. Couldn't threaten that turn. I think you're gonna have a hard time threatening. With Speed Sigil have made Dark Tidings more fun. Well, you got Rocketeer Triska, right? Triska's a kind of like similar sort of thing. Now, granted, it's a little bit more fragile. Starlines in general is like kind of having a Speed Sigil.
Okay.
I don't think Speed Sigil helps versus the other sets, though, right? Like, Mass Mutations and Worlds Collide both, like, love seeing Speed Sigils across them. So, across the table from them.
Say Logos. Play Swevin. You're just a 6-power creature, huh? Just a cute little 6-power creature. I will.
There's like there's like nothing in Logos that combos with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no Speed Sigil. Don't get to do anything.
Another static charge. The captain. Fight. Faust. I'm done.
Okay. I am going to say Unfathomable. So, static charge. And
Bang,
then
bang.
Static charge. I am going to say Unfathomable. I am going to Portal. So that's going to go to my archives. I am going to Reap with Hookmaster. I am going to Rakuzel's Chant to tap everything. I'm going to Sleep with the Fishes to kill everything. And there we go. Shuffle and draw.
Say Logos. Complete top card of my deck. I can't face shift bring low.
Because you have a creature. If you hit a creature, you could face shift the bring low.
Yep.
So I had Shadows. So I got my Ransack. So that's why I was counting, because I didn't know if the last card in the deck was Shadows or not. Because Ransack for 2 is pretty good, right? Like I would just use whatever I had and try not to draw, because I feel like Ransack for 2 might be enough to win the game.
So I could have done that last turn. I could have I held phase shift and the final analysis last turn. I didn't want to give you a ton of cards, and the Hookmaster would have lived
because of the war. Yeah.
And I would have played Swevin and then bring load onto Swevin, and you could just fought.
Yeah.
Stop my key, fought Swevin, and then I wouldn't have an answer left. So,
yeah. So you have to kind of draw into something there.
Once you kill the creatures, like I had the bring low phase shift was there to stop your key, right? But
yeah, it would stop the key, but it would, like, you don't have the next answer.
I would have threatened, and on that turn, it would have killed your Hookmaster because it was not worded anymore because of the static charges. So I just had to hit a creature there, or I had to have a creature to bring low onto. But that was a good game, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was a good series. It was a good series.
It was a good series.
I gotta say, these last 3 streams, I know we were kind of down on Dark Tidings towards the end of round 1, but these last 3 streams really restored my faith in the set, which is good, because I was real worried that this round of games would be a lot worse. But yeah, this deck got eliminated.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, fancy.
It was it's pretty fun.
Yeah, you got some stuff. It's like missing a couple things. I don't think the Logos is like thirsty enough.
Honestly, that the taking the chains for the Strange Ordination lost me the game, because against Examiner, but like I was out of momentum. There was nothing left.
Taking those chains is just a momentum killer.
Yeah,
and so many of these games. Yeah. So
that deck is so good at taking the chains or taking the tide.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
That's why I didn't play Mecha Booey.
2 reach advantage. Cement shoes.
Swallow Hole does too, right?
2 portals.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, Swallow Hole doesn't. It only works if the tide is high.
Yeah.
And you got 2 portals. So that's 5 actions, though, right?
And portals, like, sort of reusable, sort of.
Yeah. If they have a portal in the archives, you're like, well,
yeah,
I'm taking 3 chains, and they can just take it back with an action. So, yeah, 4-2. Believe it or not.
Yep.
Wretch gang.
All right.
Yeah, there you go. We'll be back tomorrow. Stay tuned. And like I said, that your homework is to think of like something you would want from win-loss data. If you were to have like a personal win-loss tracker for a deck, what kind of info would you want from it? Like, what kind of info would you want to extrapolate from the games that you played? I'm thinking about working on something like that. So I'll have to see how the Crucible Tracker worked at keeping track of a whole game, because I know the Crucible Tracker did do that.
It did, yeah, with each turn and everything.
Yeah, which is extremely useful. So I may go see what Grant had, because he open sourced it back in May or something like that. So
yeah, it had a lot of good info.
What winning games against? Yeah. There's probably some info that could be put, but like I said, I got a ways to go before something like that would be functional. And I got to figure out like what I want to do with it. So, hates combo decks. And I think a lot of Keyforge decks hate combo decks.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're in Furnace, you probably don't mind combo decks, but if you're like some sort of other rush deck, you probably hate combo decks, because it's like
you're just about to win, and
versus
then
each set.
They pop off.
Yeah.
You probably don't have a lot of disruption. Okay.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
I might be able to include cards, specific cards. So.
Okay.
And the reason I bring it up is that there's Justin will be MIA for some number of streams coming up in a bit. We'll keep everybody notified. But I do plan on streaming, and I'll probably just do some solo streams for that. One of those might be a live coding exercise, just to help reinforce with my coding for when I start applying to dev positions. So there you go. I could see. So here's the thing. I could see Infernus decks losing the combo, because if you combo and forge the key at the same time that you combo, then Infernus is like
there's no chance to stop you,
right? That's the big thing about Infernus. Infernus really wants that opportunity to stop a key, and if you just like key frog a key away, then that's that. Another card Infernus hates is Rad Penny. I'll tell you that much.
You're right.
So,
Punctuated Equilibrium is just such a good card. Vandalize is great too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes that's why Jack Feet was so good, right?
It was just so disruptive.
Yeah.
It had Imp Spectre and all that stuff.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, there you go. That's it.
Okay. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.